Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, you guys, yes, I went back to Pelly's on today. Real quick here, this is not gonna be a long episode. But I went back to Pelly's after I left the funeral home to view my friend and say goodbye. And I said I would just get $8 worth of peppers because these peppers are like super sweet. Now, from here on in, I will not be getting the sweet banana peppers from Pelly's. I actually plan to go back to the farmer's market this weekend. I was supposed to go on the 23rd to get my honey for the preps and my honey for the season, and I better make it quick because look at there, y'all. Look how much of this honey I've already gone through. It doesn't last long, and that is a good batch right there. He has the best honey. But anyway, so I'll be going back to get a pint, and then I will be getting the half gallon of the honey to put in my preps, and that will be next week on the 23rd. That's what I plan to get. And I might, for good measure, get another half pint. We'll see. But anyway, the reason I will be getting the rest of my sweet banana peppers at the farmer's market is I found out last week that they take EBT. Now, y'all know I get the EBT now. Y'all know that whole story. If you go to my Prepping 101 video, you'll hear the story of how I never thought I qualified and all that stuff. And then boom, bang, I ended up qualifying. Then they messed up. And then I ended up getting that big lump sum last year. And since then, it's been at a decent amount. I mean, it helps. It doesn't last the whole month. And I do spend it wisely. Wait, and I'm going to touch on this just real quick. Everybody's talking about now you can't buy junk food with EBT. I don't know why people are tripping out about it. I guess for those who may not have the transportation to get to a bigger grocery store, I know that's a challenge as well. So I'm not knocking it. But the point is, you know, when they say not buying snacks, you can make your own snacks. You can make your own potato chips. You can make your own candy. You can make your own sweet drinks. Those type of things that a lot of people, now it hasn't hit Michigan yet, but if it does, Q will not be upset because what I normally do, yes, I've bought a snack or two with the EBT, but believe me, my priority is foods that are good for me. For instance, my groceries, and that means very little snacks. I'm not going to corner stores just buying up stuff and spending all my EBT on that. Plus, I don't get as much as these people who have 2,000 children. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. But I found out the farmer's market takes EBT, but they don't take the card. When you buy healthy with the EBT, a lot of people don't know this, but if you buy fruits and vegetables with your EBT, they give you like a 20% discount. You save with each purchase if it's a fruit or a vegetable. And so, wow, that allowed me to eat plenty cherries this year. I saved a lot of money on cherries, plus I only bought them on sale. So, I mean, so that's snack enough for me. And so, but anyway, so, yeah, I got the red peppers mostly from Pelly's. I bought all the red ones that they had. And so this is going for my mixed powder. And these are my peppers right here. So these will be mixed. And after I picked those peppers today, I had every one of my plants are just exploded. And the peppers that I had in the cucumber bed, I pulled the cucumber and the cantaloupe out because the cucumber plant had pretty much died. And then the cantaloupe didn't do anything. It flowered and all, but it didn't produce. I really didn't care for it much. I just kind of let them go. So I'm surprised I got anything at all. But anyway, so I pulled those and I put green beans in the spot, not new seeds, but I put some of my sown seeds that were on that brown table. I took them out the crate and put them into the table. And I picked some green beans today. I actually got 3. Let me show them to you, and excuse this, y'all, because I'm getting ready to cook. So I just cut up some potatoes and one of my own fresh garlic, y'all. Excuse that. Where's the green beans? What did I do with them? I might have stuck them in the, I hope they didn't fall. Okay, yeah, it's a mess here. And then I'm going to show y'all why I came on. And here I am. Wait a minute. Just sat there and said, oh, this won't be long. And here I go. Wait a minute. Where are my green beans, y'all? What did I do with them? Hold up. Yeah, wait a minute. I bought some Boston baked beans. That's my favorite candy. Looking on my dirty floor, I'm not seeing anything. Here they are. Here they are on the couch. Okay. Yes, I picked these 3 green beans on today, and so they will go into the freezer. So as you can see, my plants are now producing. So I got that. Okay, now why I came on is because I pruned my potatoes today in the bed. I healed and I fertilized. I watched Diana's video last night, and I also watched another video from someone else who grows potatoes. And I couldn't remember. I know I had initially fertilized with everything that Diana used in hers. And so, but I forgot what she used. I knew some of them, but I forgot the others. So I was able to refertilize. This is the time because my potatoes are starting to flower in the bed. And so this is the last fertilization. It might get another dose of potash, and it will get, I gave it some phosphorus today, Epsom salt, a little, just a tinge of sulfur, and the muriate of potash. And somebody, it was the same guy who has the potato video. He was saying if you want to add more potassium, and this is even good for tomatoes, cucumbers, and other potassium-loving plants, you take your potato peels, and as you see, I'm getting ready to cook potatoes. You take your potato peels and you put warm water in, you stick them in a bottle. So I'm making some potato fertilizer, y'all. And that's why I came on. So we're making it up now. And I can also pour these on my potatoes if I want to boost the potassium. So to save on the muriate of potash later, and this has to set until the water gets, you know, potato-y. You know how potato water gets. Okay, we'll leave a little bit of head space. So this is I'm gonna put this outside, and it's gonna soak overnight. And I might pour a little of this in my tomatoes, but I'll definitely, in place of the muriate of potash. Ooh, look at there. See, the water's starting to get cloudy already. Look at that potassium. Look at that potassium, y'all. That's what I'm going to call it, potassium. Well, that's what it is. So we're releasing the potassium with the warm water, and I'm going to put this out on the deck, and I'll probably give a little bit to my tomato plants on tomorrow just to get those going better. And then also I can use some of this for my potato plants if I feel they need some more fertilizer before the end of the summer. They won't be harvested until I'm gonna push them as long as I can. Our first frost is scheduled for October 15th. I doubt that with this hot summer that we've had. I think we're going to end up getting a long fall. We'll see. And I have a feeling we're going to have a horrifying winter just because of the simple fact I'm not bringing that snowblower out this year. And I was telling my sister the 1 year, and I told JD the other day too, I said the 1 year that I don't bring that snowblower out is the year that we're going to end up with a snowstorm every other hour, okay? So we shall see. Okay, I'm going to set this right up here so that sun can hit it tomorrow. And then I put some fish emoji since I'm out here. You'll see, and I had the cheer there, so I sat and worked. But I pruned the potatoes, I cut the berries off so that all the energy, the berries and the blooms, so that all the energy can go down to the tubers. And then I got tired, so that's why you see that mess there, the rake and all that. I'll get that cleaned up tomorrow. I gave them some fish emoji, and I did all the other things, and I healed them with the hay. So that's how they're looking right now, and they're looking pretty good. And I watered them real good. I only watered them once a week, and when I looked underneath the hay, the soil was just as rich and moist. So the rain that we've gotten has helped. So I think I'm gonna do good with those. And then my potatoes up front here in this bed, I'm starting to see them. So I'm gonna get those pulled real soon. They should have been pulled, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. But this is the potato water, the potassium water, and it has to sit overnight before you use it. Let's look at the tomatoes. I haven't really even looked at them. First of all, my pepper plant the new one that I transferred along with my bananas, and look how they're growing now. Look at there, y'all. Just moving them outside. Okay, this is the one I'm hoping will do something. This is the black cherry. It grew, but it didn't produce anything. If I can get just one tomato, I'll be happy off of that. Look at here, y'all. So everything has improved since I brought it out. More flowers. So I'm gonna go on and hit it with a little potassium, and we'll see what happens. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up getting some tomatoes after all. Better late than never. Look at these flowers here. Y'all know I haven't had many flowers, nor tomatoes. I even have a tomato over on the table. These flowers have come up just since I brought these plants out. And then I pruned them again too. Wait a minute, I just saw another cluster. Here's some flowers here, clusters. Wait, let me move this big leaf here. See that? And then we got a cluster there. We have a cluster way up there. And these are bigger tomatoes, y'all. Here's something getting ready to start here. There's a cluster down there. I think I'm getting ready to explode. So I'm gonna try that potassium water and see what that does. There's a cluster down here. Yes, I made the right decision. And then the peppers, y'all, bananas. So we're gonna see, and even more blooms. Okay, and then over there, oh, well, I may as well take you. I don't even have the cane, y'all, but I'll take my chances today. This is for the greater good. Okay, look at all these blooms, y'all. This is all new, all new. Look at how that Swiss chard is coming back. Shoot, it's darn near ready to, and oh, I've got some blooms on the green beans, y'all. The green beans, oh my God, look at there, y'all. Look at there. They bloomed for me just since yesterday because I started moving them around. And even my new cucumbers are doing good. Look how good they're growing. But I started trellising. I moved the trellis, and look how they grasped on, and then they started blooming. Renee, looks like these are the ones you sent me, girl. So I'm happy. Ooh, and I have a new eggplant coming too. Look at these. I pulled that ground cherry plant out. Look at these peppers. And then I've got bloom galore. They just taking off. And this patty pan, we got rain. Up, y'all, look at here. Okay, wait a minute, where's my scissors? Oh, we gotta get this bad boy pollinated here. My first patty pan of the season. Okay, now, he is in full view. He is in full view. He'll get pollinated tomorrow because we've got some males right next to him. Q will get a patty pan after all. Okay. Alrighty, what we got over here? I'm not seeing anything. And here's where I killed off the cucumbers and the other stuff, the cantaloupe, and the green beans are a little stressed, but they'll come back. Okay, and then even this pepper plant took off once I removed the energy sucking plants out of here on yesterday. So I am very, 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 very satisfied. Ooh, just found a pepper. I'll throw him away. He looks kind of wonky. Okay, y'all, so let me get on it here. Alrighty, so there's our potassium water right there. Let me sit my butt down, rest these legs. And since I'm in here, okay, as you can see, the French tarragon, I just cut it away yesterday. I think it's dead. I don't know if the roots have died, so I'll look to see if it comes back. If it doesn't, that's all right, because the Piper nigrum will be going there in a few weeks. I'm just waiting. Oh, and I have 2 more new leaves, Renee. So now I have 8 leaves on my pepper plant. Just out the blue, they just kind of popped up. And I discovered them on yesterday. I ended up, because my mint plants were dying, I was like, these things can't go. I need them over the winter. So the other day, first of all, I put a Jobs in there. And then I cut them to the nub, y'all. And as you can see, they have bounced right on back. I even have new mint plants. Remember when these new branches started coming? Well, they've taken on leaves. So I saved them. Even this one, same deal. You can see right here. And then over here, there's yet another new branch coming. And then we have, it's branching out. The mint plants are doing real good. So I keep them under the light each day. And then I also water them. And then that Jobs, I think is really what really made them thrive. Okay, now I feel like I'm rambling. Okay, so let me get on in here, finish cooking, and y'all, as dark as it is, believe it or not, it's just now 8 o'clock. So it's time for me to cut on my special light. Soon as it gets dusk, I've been running this now for about 2 weeks. So I run it from 8 until 9:30. And I will continue to run it until February. So anytime it gets dusk, so by the time we get to, oh Lord, mosquitoes done tore me up, y'all. Woo, I'm starting to itch. They got me while I was out there. So I will be running the light, like I said, every day. I'll be turning the light on whenever it starts to get dusk. So now it's going from 8 to 9:30. By the end of summer, it will start getting dark at about 7:30. We're losing about 5 minutes each day. By 9 o'clock, it's pitch black. So anyway, and then we still have the Canadian wildfires. And so it gets sunny during the day, but then towards the evening, the smoke billows through, and it's making it get dark earlier, and it's giving it a foggy look. Fish are biting because of it, from what I've been told, but I would rather the sunshine. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna rest a little bit, get these dishes done. Then I'm gonna start cooking dinner. I'm making some little chicken wing dings, and I'm doing the potatoes. So that won't take me long. So I should be eating before 9 o'clock. Okay. So I will talk to you guys later, and you all have a wonderful evening. Oh, real quick, I didn't show y'all. I went back to Value World momentarily today. Well, before I went to Pelly's, I went to Value World, and this is what I found. Excuse the dirty dishes, because that's where everything is. All I bought at Value World. Renee, you gave me an idea last night when I saw you making your pepper powder, and you used a mat, although it was a dehydrating mat or a cutting mat. I found these at Value World. It came in a set of 3, and they're little plastic mats. So I'm going to wash this up, and I'm going to be using this. So when I make my pepper powder, when I spill it, it'll spill on the mat. Okay. You gave me that idea. And then also I found these mason jars. It was 2 of them. So, and remember, everything was half off. So here's one, and the other one's just like it. They're in a square shape. I love these, and they're vintage. They're real thick, and all they say is, it just says mason jar. I can't see it because of my glasses, but then you can see the little design on the front, but you could tell these are old. And so, and then the last but not least, they actually had 2 more of those vanilla bottles there, but I said this time I'm leaving them for someone else. I don't need them because I have the 2. That's all I need, because all I have is the 2 Kirk and Sweeney's. And so why buy 2 more? I guess I could have bought them for gifts or something, but I left them. I said someone else could use them. It might be somebody else who makes vanilla who could have used those bottles. So I left them today. But I did buy this for olive oil. This is going to be, and it was half of $1.31. So that would have made it 65 cents, around 65 cents I paid for this bottle. And it has a cork that's here in the sink also. So I'm going to use this for olive oil, not peppers or anything else. I just like how it's sleek and it's square, yet and still is round. It's a round square bottle. And I think this would make the perfect olive oil bottle. Okay, let me rinse my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready and get going here, and I'm done. Yep, it's 8:29, so yeah, I need to get going. I need to wash these scissors too. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And like I said, these peppers are gonna go into the mixed peppers since there's only 12 peppers. And so I'll get these all dehydrated tomorrow. They will go into a mason jar, and that's where they will remain until I have enough peppers picked and dehydrated to fill a half-pint jar. That's all I want of the mix. And then when I went to Pelly's, the farmer was there, and he said that they have picked he called them Italian roasting peppers. I call them Italian ales. They've been picked. He said they're waiting on them to turn red. He said, so look for them around the 23rd, which will be next week, which is perfect because that's when I get paid, and that's when I'll be going back to Royal Oak. So on my way home, I will stop. My flowers are doing good. Thank you, Nita, for letting me know that this is called a salmon rose or salmon rose. And I'm getting ready to change the water today. I didn't have to yesterday. And I will be putting the packet in it. My sister loved them. And she told me, she's like, what you do is, she said, they'll last a good week and a half if you put the food in there. So I'm going to get that done as soon as I finish the dishes, you guys. So let me get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later. And may God bless you all. Bye-bye, and have a good one.